Hey YouTube.
Hey YouTube.
This is Gigi and Ray. We've taken out the second Ray.
Yeah.
Because he's all grown up now.
Come on, don't put me in blast like that. I made the decision, okay, to do that because it was sounding a little funny, and then I told her, which that wasn't a good idea, but I told her that I wanted to change it because I thought it was, it was kind of childish. So, now she's making fun of me.
Yep. Okay. So Gigi and Ray, we are coming to you today with an update, on our personal vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
We're changing a few things this year, 2016, new beginning. We are changing where we post our videos. We initially started our own vlog channel, Gigi and Ray, and we just decided that because we don't post often enough or as consistent, or we don't post consistently enough, to really grow that channel right now anyways. But we're gonna move our vlogs to my personal channel, Gigi Jones, basically, which will become a one-stop shop for everything us related. I know the last vlog that you probably saw had to do with the miscarriage that we had in September, and then turned right around October, and now we're pregnant. Got pregnant. I'm currently 18 weeks. Baby is healthy, kicking away.
Fat.
Shut up. So yeah, we have a lot of things to update you. Well, not too many things, but we have some things to update you. Guys on. So we've been away for a while. Life has been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't remember whether it was before or after we made our last video, or we just kind of talked about, life's moments. At some point I was hospitalized for depression and anxiety for 5 days. I can't remember when we posted that last video, but that's something that happened in that time period. And I was actually on medication, but I think I was only on it for about 2 to 3 weeks. And it really helped during the time that I was on it. Like, it kind of like, it was like a kind of moment, not in the sense of like a psychotic drug where it makes you like, I don't know, hyperactive. I was on Lexapro I was on 10 milligrams of Lexapro, and then I actually cut the dose down to 5 milligrams for about 3 to 4 weeks. And it just, I remember calling it my happy pill because it really helped shape my mindset. Like, I could just, the grass just looked greener and the sun looked brighter. It was hard to explain. I just remember feeling like I've never felt this happy before, just because. Like, I remember just feeling happy just because. And I was able for the first time to see like the brighter side of things, whereas before I was really focused on like negativity and just everything negative, like my wrongs and just everything negative. I was focused on that, and so being on that medicine, it really helped. I was on it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I found out I was pregnant, so I got off of it. But the time period that I was on it, it really, I don't know, it shifted my brain. Like, it gave me a different perspective. That's what it was. It gave me a different perspective. So now I carry that perspective with me now that I'm not taking the medication. I still have my days where, negative thoughts try to creep back in and try to fester the way they used to. But it's just, I have a different perspective now. Like, I know what it feels like to be more positive. So I try to stay on that side of things, because being on the other side was not working for me. So I'm definitely in a much better place mentally, like a much better place mentally. Fast forwarding to now that I have my head on straight, mm-hmm. I can really focus on some of the things that I'm passionate about, that I've had a vision for the last 2-3 years, but I've been kind of like holding myself back because of where I was mentally. But now that all those things are cleared, I am starting my own blog. Today is February 19th, so I'll be starting my blog tomorrow, actually, February 20th, 2016. And it's called Straight Talk for Christian Women. I'll have the link below in this video if you're interested in seeing what that's about. I'll also be starting a YouTube channel in connection to that blog. And I'll also have that link in the description box below. But so yeah, blog, I'm excited about that. It's just something that God has placed in my heart. Because I've, through the last, let me see, 3 to 5 years, I've learned a lot. And I feel like this past year I was on like a crash course. Like I learned so much in the last year. Probably way more than I learned in the last, like before last year. I thought I had learned a lot, but then this past year it's like, God's like, no, you don't know anything yet. So now's the time where He's really pushing me to start this blog, and it's basically just about being transparent as Christians, sharing the realities of life, what we go through, what we struggle through, what we live through, because it's not all peaches and cream. You know, just because we're saved doesn't mean that life is easy. Doesn't mean that we don't struggle. So that's why it's called Straight Talk, because I want it to be a place of openness. I want it to be Bible based as well. So you'll see a lot of posts that are obviously centered around the Bible. It's just not going to be my own personal life, oh, today I did such and such. You know, that's what these vlogs are for. That's going to be more focused on, being a doer of the word, not just here only, because that's kind of where I am now. Like taking the things that I've learned over the last couple of years and now applying it to my life and realizing it's not as easy as I thought it would be. So yeah, that's kind of what that's about. So if you're interested, then check out the links in the description box to go check that out.
Also, we want to update you guys on what's been going on the past. It's been a few months now since our last post.
It's been 4 months.
About 4 months. I'm gonna give you guys the update, but first I gotta give you a little backstory about what happened before I got here with her. So, the backstory is a little bit of a testimony as well. So, I had a lot of family issues. My dad passed away 2012. After that, I met some real shady people in the church, and they showed themselves to be just that. I got taken advantage of really bad. After that happened, I became homeless. I had to, I was homeless for a while. I'll just kind of fast forward. I don't, get too deep into it, but was homeless. Then, I got to this point where I was like, I didn't want to give up. I'm not that type of person. So I went to school. I went to Southeastern University. I couldn't finish. It was way too expensive. I had 3 jobs, and at one point I had 4 jobs while I was doing 28 credit hours of school, and I couldn't maintain anymore. But I wanted to keep going because of my dad. My dad passed away. So that didn't work out though. Left school, went back home. Well, my mom was homeless, so it wasn't really like home. It was kind of like a motel for a month. And then I might be getting some of this kind of mixed up. I told you guys it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that happened. I'm just trying to condense it to get to the point. So, I went home for about a month, and then I left Florida. I was in Florida at the time, and I went to New York. New York didn't work out for personal reasons. I became homeless in New York as well. There's a lot. I got back. I went to New Jersey to seek help from a cousin, and then after that, I ended up back in Florida. This whole time, I've been trying to find a job. It started when my dad passed away. My dad passed away, the funds weren't there anymore. for school, for nothing. So from right out the get-go, I lost my family. I lost my dad. We lost funding for school. I lost my education. Um, Everything just, it was already starting to tumble, you know, but then it just snowballed effect. So nothing was working out. It's pretty unfortunate that it didn't work out in New York because as soon as I got to Florida, I got 3 calls for job offers. So technically I could have stayed, but I don't know. God works in mysterious ways. Her and I, during this whole time, was communicating. I told her I wanted to get married, and so I flew up here. When I flew up here, you know, I didn't want to stay in her parents' house. It's not me. I was never raised that way. Um, but somehow, I was on the plane, and apparently the lady that booked our apartment said that she sold it to someone else. And so I didn't know that though until I got off the plane. I met with her, gave her some hugs and kisses, and then she was like, "I gotta tell you something." And she told me, and I was like, "Holy crap!" It was devastating. So when I found out I had to go stay at her place, I was kind of bummed out, but I sucked it up, and now I'm here. But for the whole time, I've been trying to find a job in different areas, and we get to where we are now, and I've been trying to find a job. And I have a goal, I'm a musician at heart. I'm, musical, that's my thing. So at some point, I will do that, as a means of, as a primary income. Right now, I'm not able to because, you know, I don't want to blame it on my dad, but a lot of things happened that messed with me mentally that I couldn't perform on stage anymore. I didn't want to play drums, so I turned down a lot of people and a lot of things. But anyway, so I came here, and the pressure of getting married. As a man, you got to find a job. You got to find a job. You got to provide for your wife. Been trying to do that for a while, and people say, "Why don't you get a job at McDonald's?" Well, first of all, I did try that in 2 different states. I was overly qualified, so at that point, you figure out you can't settle. I do have a goal though, and that's part of our current situation. My wife, I love her, and we're about to have a baby, and I want her to be able to achieve everything that she can. So I don't want her to work while I'm working. I don't want her to work. I want her to focus on her dreams and aspirations. That's my goal for her. So that's why there's a lot of pressure and everything. And now we have a time limit. We have 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, about 5. I'm due in July 18th.
We have until July 10th, I'll say. We have until July 10th to get this, all together. So the pressure is on. So there's been a lot of things. That's why we haven't been posting videos. I do want to say real fast, some people probably ask, why do you want to put your personal information, out there on the web? The real reason why we want this out there, though, is so our kids can look back and say, if mom and daddy can do it, we can do it. We want to have, growing up, all we had was pictures. Your mom would sit you, or your dad would sit you to the side, and you'd get, the album, those little album.
They tell their stories. Like, oh yeah, I remember I took that.
Yeah.
To what fights they used to get in.
Yeah. So technology has grown, and so now we want to record. We want to record and couple it together with videos, so our kids could have something to look up to. That So that's why we're doing what we this whole video thing. It is a form of therapy also, because technically by the time you see this, we'll be doing something else. It's an outlet, and our kids and ourselves for reflection purposes. I mean, in order to grow And to know who you are, you got to be able to look at where you came from and where you've been.
We also want to be an encouragement to others.
Yeah.
You know, I have gotten messages about how, you know, what we share in our videos are encouraging because they're so raw, because they're so real.
Raw and real is an understatement. Guys, we are broke and we are about to have a baby. We live in a box in a basement.
But you know what? That baby's gonna be so loved.
Exactly.
And taken care of.
And we may not have all the money to give them. But we got Jesus. And we got a lot of love, you know, for them. So that's what we wanted to talk about. You know, we're changing our page. We're switching from Gigi and Ray Ray to her personal channel. We're gonna be putting all the vlogs there, and
Gigi Jones.
And she's pregnant.
18 weeks.
And her blog is coming out.
Straight Talk for Christian.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
February 20th.
Yeah. And we told you a little bit about our current situation. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but...
Yep. We're broke having a baby.
Yep. And we're still happy freaking couple.
Yeah. We're not broke, by the way. We're just broke by the sense that, you know, we can't move out into our own apartment. But we do have an income. To put that out there. I don't want y'all thinking we're just, you know, haphazardly, oh, we don't have a job, we're just having babies. No. We have an income, but, you know, we do need more.
Yeah. So, that's a little bit about our current situation. We'll keep you guys posted. But just stay tuned, you know. We're living this life together. Just, if you have any questions, ask us in the comments, and we'll answer whatever questions you guys have. But, you know, thanks for those people who encourage us. Thanks for your kind words. And until next time.